Bow! Good morning. What's up, beautiful people? Thank you guys for tuning in to the Four Stooges. The Four Stooges is a show. We're trying to bring positivity to y'all lives on each and every Wednesday. Wednesday morning, you wake up, you could expect to see our faces and expect some positive messages. I'm here with my three brothers, three guys that I went to college with for multiple years. We have a very close relationship. We're all doing something in our lives, and we're trying to bring out that sauce to y'all lives. I'm here with Rye, Mally Stowe, a.k.a. Guala, a.k.a. Mal, and Anthony Bober, number 7.
Lucky number 7.
Lucky 7.
Yes,
The show is sponsored by Cleanursystem, which is Anthony and Ryan's brand. This is a lifestyle brand. They're trying to bring health, wealth, you know what I mean? Just overall mindset. They're trying to give you guys the tips to living a better lives and improve while improving their lives and improving your lives. It is also brought to you by the NickandMalShow, which is a lifestyle podcast. We have a lot of real conversations that maybe other podcasters aren't having. And I want y'all to go tune into some of our recent episodes. We had Fonz on from Fanya Wisdom. That was a great episode. If you want to be motivated, real no talk, go listen to that right now. You feel me?
Fonz is your gem dropper.
Gem dropper. And he's a motivational person, you know what I mean? He had a rough upbringing, and he can really help a lot of people if they're in a rut right now.
Legit. Shout out my brother Fonz, man.
Shout out to Fonz.
Shout out the mud.
And we also had Anthony Forbes on there. They're a young, black-owned company. They sell beard products.
In $1 billion industry.
In $1 billion industry, and they got a lot more stuff coming for you guys. So tune in. Those are our two sponsors. And let's get the show started. We're going to go around the table. Everyone's going to give a positive affirmation, and we're going to have a conversation about it, how it can help us, how it can help you, and what it really means to us. We're going to start with Rye first. Let's go.
What's the vibes, y'all? You already know what it is. Your boy RB.
What's up?
So affirmation for the day, we got I am calm and I am centered. I am calm in the fact that anything that tries to derail me or get me off my track, I have to recollect myself and calm down, find the answer. Look for the answer. Not why is this happening, but how can I fix it? What's the solution? Mm-hmm. I'm centered in the sense of I'm within myself. I don't want to go outside of myself. If I get mad at something, I don't want to scream, yell at somebody because I'm mad and try to, I don't want to go that route. I want to rather have a conversation, civil conversation, break shit down, see what's going on, how can we fix it, you know what I'm saying? It's
like solve the problem.
Legit. Like, it's kind of like a business plan. You want to just business plan everything. I want to go this route, that route, this way, and just keep going down the line until we get to the solution. Bow.
And that's called emotional intelligence, I believe. You're not getting overly emotion and making rash decisions. You're kind of like being cool within yourself and allowing that cool and calmness to come up with the solution.
Legit.
Feel me?
Mm-hmm. Right. That's tough. Like, and like for the people that listen that probably don't know you on that level that we do, how could you relate that to like a situation to them? For someone who I guess is aspiring to be a college athlete.
Ooh. So kid being a college athlete, I'm calm and I'm centered. You're going to be knocked off your whole triumph from high school victories. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's like you're starting fresh. You got to be within yourself. You got to be calm and you got to be centered because you're walking to a whole new spot. So you walk into a whole new environment, you got to make sure people know who you are, why you're here. You may be an athlete at whatever rightful sport you're playing, but nobody really respects you until they see it.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to be within yourself, be calm, and find the ways to produce on that level.
I like that, and I think a lot of people will be able to tap into that, especially people that probably look up to you. Because, like, you have a lot of people that followed you, I would say, from your senior year to your freshman year.
Bow, what's up, guys? We just had to take a quick break. We had a real special guy walk in the building. We finna have him on it's crazy. We about to have him on the Four Stooges as our first interview. And it was all organic, you know what I mean? Right. So we look forward to that. We're going to jump to Mal right now. He's going to give his affirmation.
My affirmation would be I did enough. And the reason for that, I definitely, so when I had COVID, I was going through that feeling of, you get that feeling sometimes when you're dealing with social media, like you need that break, so I was like kind of going through that feeling like I need a break from social media. I don't need to post as much for the NickandMalShow. I did enough for the day. So me saying I did enough is for me to realize, like, even the littlest things as in reading, like doing 15 minutes of reading is enough for me. You understand what I'm saying? You know, 15 minutes of reading is better than doing 0 minutes of reading. Making one post is better than making 0 posts. You understand what I'm saying? A day. So me stating that, it's more of like that could allow someone to also create a good habit. No matter how small it is, you could look at like 5 minutes of reading as I did enough. 5 minutes of walking, I did enough. You understand what I'm saying? So I think some people need to realize, because you gotta understand, social media is a 24/7 nonstop playing field. It's a playground, bro.
Legit.
Basically,
It's recess for everybody.
Yes, and it can make you you know, lose touch of who you are and yourself, and think you're not doing enough. But when you break stuff down in little fractions, little minutes, you know, you could look at it as like, hey, I did enough. I did what I needed to do. So that's definitely big for me.
We all read the Atomic Habits, right?
Right.
And one of the main things they tell you, like, if you're not in a place you want to be in life, is just start small. Start small. If you don't read it all, read 3 minutes. Even if you don't think that's a benefit, set the habit that, okay, when I wake up, I'm going to read if it's 3 minutes. And I feel like a lot of times we want to be great, especially for all of us in here. We want to be great. We want to achieve greatness. We want to have finances. We want to be healthy. We want to be wealthy. And we got to understand Rome wasn't built in a day. So I read 3 minutes today. Eventually, I'm gonna get to reading an hour in a row, but I did enough today. So you know
I liked how you spent that though. Even though doing 15 minutes of reading, how impactful was that 15 minutes? You know, it's kind of like having like those little short sprints in football.
Come on.
How fast are you going in the 15? Then you do a little quick burst, and it's like, damn, that was really impactful. You do 10 of those.
Right.
Mounts up to that 100 yard that you probably would have did, but it's a better workout to do 15.
Right.
So I like how you spent that, bro. It's the impact within the 15.
Right. And you know where I'm gonna take this. So how can you help someone that's inspiring to, I guess, be a podcast owner, be someone who's really on top of their finances, very organized? How can you help them with that affirmation right there?
You got to start somewhere, basically. You understand? That's the number one thing. So, like, going off of that, let's talk about the stock market. I was just telling Nick, like, the information I know now, I didn't know 2 years ago. You know, and it's not about me studying every day yet. But over time, you start to understand better. And when you keep hearing the same thing, it's a lot easier. The communication level of understanding the stock market is a lot more understandable. So someone, they could just put themselves in that circle. And that's just starting right there. You know, you could just look at it as like, okay, it could be once a week. Let me just start something new. Once a week, it might be, let me learn whatever I need to do to get my own podcast studio or whatever. Or they could break it down like how I do the reading, 15 minutes a day. You know, that's really what it is, because it's more of the compound interest at the end of the day. So
just dive in. Just dive in, give it yourself a little bit, and work yourself to it.
Yeah, basically.
I like that.
That's good. Dope. Repeat the affirmation again.
I did enough.
I did enough. Malcolm, thank you. Let's go to Ant.
So what's up, y'all? Good morning. I know it's very early.
Good morning. Y'all just waking up.
Yeah, on that note, so I'm going to drop a few gems on my affirmation. I am a money magnet. And it's funny. I actually got this affirmation from a yoga instructor, Cassandra. You guys can check her out on YouTube. She does 10-minute yoga sessions, which is pretty dope.
Fire.
Especially for me, I have work in the morning, so it's like I don't really have enough time. And I'm sorry for everyone that's watching, I am not a super early person. So I don't wake up super early, so I don't have that extra time. But anyways, let's jump into it. I am a money magnet. I feel like money is a tool. Like, I switched my mindset from thinking money is something I need to work for to now using money as a tool. Everyone needs to find a way to get money. And I feel like people like to say money doesn't bring happiness. Trust me, you'll be a lot happier if you had money. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you had some money, you'll be a lot happier. And just using it as a tool, like changing your mindset from finding hours to work for money just to spend to becoming instead of being a consumer, becoming the creator. You know what I'm saying? So put your money in some assets. Let your money grow for you. Trust me, you make that first $100 off of investing, you're not going to want to turn back around.
Oh, no.
You're not going to want to turn back around because you didn't have to really work for that.
Legit.
You sent your soldier out there, yo, bring me back this, I'm going to holler at you in a few. Long-term investing, that's it right there. So I'm a money magnet, and I feel that there's nothing stopping me from making money. Therefore, I will be the happiest person I can be, and I will conquer every goal in front of me.
Now, how can you help, since you're the one that posed the question, I'm going to pose it to you. How can you help someone who is coming up, they want to create a business, maybe they're in high school and college, to be a money magnet? What would the first couple of steps you would take or advice you would give them?
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of piggyback off of what Mally said, and it's getting started. We're all like kind of raised with fears installed in us. Like, like I'm a kid, I'm a baby, I don't know what I'm doing. But just because mommy and daddy said don't do that, I'm scared of that. I don't want to do that. And granted, I'm not talking about you putting your hand in fire. Obviously, if you put your hand in fire, you're going to burn your hand off. You don't want to do that.
It's the obvious.
But your parents don't know everything. They might not even want to do what you want to do. So it's like they instill that fear to where it's like, okay, I don't want to go outside of this circle that mommy and daddy put me in, and I'm going to just stay here and figure it out. And then you get trapped. So what I would say, based on what Mally said, is figure out your gift and then just get started. Everything else is going to figure itself out. You're not going to want to be a loser. You're going to start off probably not the best, though. We all know that. We all business owners here. You're not going to start off the best, so just figure it out, get started, and work on the next step. Work on the next step. So.
Google the Don Kruger effect. Is that how you say it?
Don Kruger.
The Don Kruger effect.
Yeah.
Everything you start at a very basic level. Some people are very excited. You try it out, you're going to hit rock bottom. You're going to feel like you don't know nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But the only how to get to the level where you feel like an expert is by keep going. So to what Ian said, you're going to feel like shit at first, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Keep
going. Shit gets better. Now, I'm going to go last. My positive affirmation is, hold on.
Don't take too long.
My phone just locked on me. Difficult times are part of my journey, and difficult times are part of my journey, and allow me to appreciate the good, right? So I feel like we're in the time where, I'm going to put it to this, like growing up, we look at our families as imperfect, right? And then when you go to school and we see a lot of people and it seems like they have the perfect family. And it's almost like we get into the mindset of bad things shouldn't happen to us. And when bad things are happening to us, life is wrong. The world is working against us. Mm-hmm. When we're depressed, we're not ever supposed to feel that way. But life is all about ebbs and flows. You know what I mean? I think 50 said it in a song. I can't remember how he said it, but the rainy days allow you to enjoy the sunny days.
Correct.
And I want y'all to understand, if you're depressed, if you're sad, don't just accept it, but accept it in the sense that, listen, this is okay to feel this way. I need to put in work to get out of here, and I'm not different from anyone else. Because no matter how much anyone tries to front, no matter the kid who comes to high school with the flyest clothes, he's going through something at home. Everyone who tries to put up a front like they're happy all the time, they're not. You know what I mean? It's natural human shit. You know what I mean? Jesus had bad times. Everyone has bad times. So I am going to go through rough patches, but use it as motivation to allow you to enjoy the actual good times. Enjoy the down times, to work on yourself as a signal that you have stuff to work on, right? Whatever you don't like about yourself, work on it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And when you do work out of that rut, the world opens up to you. The arm of the world opens up to you, and now it's your servant, because you just went through something and now you've learned so much from it. And I know, like, a lot of people on social media, you guys are going to see this on social media, right? Everyone looks like they have the perfect life. Once again, they do not. And just because you don't have the perfect life, nothing is wrong with you. You know what I mean? So I am going to have difficult times, but I'm going to allow it to help me enjoy the good times.
Wow. I ain't going to hold you. I ain't got no question. That was well said, bro. That was well said.
That was really good, bro. But, I can't just let you go without...
Come on, let's go.
Can't let you just go without trying to not help some of the youth in the next generation. So, you know where this is going. Mm-hmm. How can you... relate this to someone that's inspiring to be the next Nick Johnson, or not even Nick Johnson, just to be someone successful that's been through things and change their mindset from thinking L's are losses to L's are lessons.
L's are only lessons. I always say this, right? Me and Malcolm have the podcast, the NickandMalShow, and we're like episode number 42 right now, 43. We're actually just episode number 43. And Malcolm knows, like, I've had bad episodes where I've been killing myself. And it's no way for me to get out of that rut like, damn, Nick, you dropped the ball today. That was not a good episode. You didn't ask the right questions. You didn't know your information. I've never had 2 bad episodes in a row. You know why? Because as Ant said, I didn't look at it as a loss. I took a loss as an opportunity to have a bigger win. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. Like, you're going to have down times. Those weeks after those bad episodes, I'm cussing myself out in my head. Like, yo, what the? How are you supposed to be great if this is the type of product you're putting out there? Right. But it's okay to feel like that. Because now I'm going to read more. I'm going to write more. I'm going to study more. I'm going to be more focused. And then, you know what I mean? If you have this mindset, right, you're going to come back and be even better. We all play football. If someone pancakes you, if someone mosses you, if you get stuffed in the backfield, y'all not going to let that affect y'all on the next play. Mm-hmm. The next play should be a touchdown. It should be a sack. Mm-hmm. It should be a pick. Mm-hmm. And that's how you make up for it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So the bad days are going to come. But let the good days be extravagant because you went through the rut of that bad day. Yeah. And that's advice for everyone going out there. Yeah. So now we're gonna, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna give you guys the 4 affirmations, and then we're gonna go into a discussion based around the topics. The topic that I personally want to talk about is toxic positivity, and it kind of plays off of the subject that I had, which is allowing yourself to go through. You know what I mean? Whether you're feeling depressed, whether you and your girlfriend are fighting. One thing with our generation is that we're always on social media, and we are trying to, what do they say, live up to the Joneses? How's that saying go?
Yeah, it is live up to the Joneses.
Whatever it may be.
Like that,
We're trying to be the best. We're judging our lives based on people's highlights, right? For example, you're in a relationship, you and your significant other are fighting, right? One of y'all just cheated on each other. Shit is bad, right? And you go on social media and you see John Doe and his girlfriend happy all the time. You scroll down their page, they're happy every time. And you assume, oh, they never fight. They never fight. And something is wrong with me and my girlfriend. We're both two fucked up people. Because, for real, like, we're always fighting. We're
Malcolm
toxic.
And Mary.
Exactly.
Malcolm and Mary.
Malcolm and Mary. I don't know what that means.
Have you seen that? It's a Netflix movie, and that's what they're doing the whole time. They're just arguing.
Zendaya?
Oh. Yeah, with Zendaya.
And Denzel Washington Jr.?
Yep.
What's his name?
I don't know his name.
Whatever it may be, right? Whatever it may be. The toxic positivity comes from this. You are going through a rut in your life. You go on Facebook, you go on IG, and everyone's posting these positive things. And then you eat yourself up inside because of it. And it's actually becoming toxic to you. So be aware of toxic positivity, right? It's not anyone else on social media fault that you feel that way. But be aware of it. Understand that life is imperfect, right? And everyone else on social media, they're only posting their highlights. They are not posting when they get cheated on. They are not posting when they're sad. A lot of dudes, you know what I mean? They're into fitness. They go to the gym and they show you that. But when they decide to be lazy and eat ice cream with their girlfriend one night and not go to the gym, they don't post that. You know what I mean? So you having your lazy day, don't go on social media and be like, damn, I'm being hella lazy today. Because they have their lazy days too. Right. And I would say that the real lesson in that is to be self-motivated. Because when you're self-motivated, you don't have to depend on what other people are doing to motivate you.
Right. And the tail on a donkey.
Word.
To go off what you said, it's more so how I look at it is, and you said it too, accept the fact, right? But even when you accept it, you have to work on yourself.
Absolutely.
You can't accept the fact and then keep looking on social media and looking at somebody look better than you because you think, oh yeah, they look better than me because they look better than me. They might have had on a hella makeup, way better clothes or whatever, but if you just switch your mindset to get better, you'd be feeling much better. You'd be wanting to post. You'd be on the other side of the positivity.
Right.
You feel me? Instead of it being so toxic to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And I'm honestly with y'all on that. I just had a little twist to that. So another thing is too, what you kind of touched on is the fact that people allow this to discourage them. And I'm speaking for the entrepreneur. Right. Because I know, like, and I was talking to my business partner, Rye, earlier, like, we need to start documenting our process, bro. Like, people have to see the losses. Because that's what happens in real life. Like, that's what happens. Like, you're going to get into a business. You're not just going to win like you see all these other big artists or big entrepreneurs doing. You're going to lose. Like, they lose too, and they say it. But I'm a visual learner. So I understand there's other visual learners out there. We got to see it. You could tell us, I took 3 L's and now I'm up. Okay, what were the L's, bro?
You got 100 million now. Did you really?
What L did you take, bro?
Right.
Because I took a few L's. I don't even got a 1,500 on me. 15, you feel me? Like, something like that. So, my thing is, I just don't want people starting off to do something or they have an endeavor to, like, conquer something and get discouraged from what they're seeing on social media. And not to attack social media, but that's just where we're at right now in life, and that's what we all use. So, it's like, don't let that discourage you. Keep going. Because you never know when your day's going to come, just like that person you're watching. So just keep going and keep attacking what you love and find your gift.
Find your gift. Once again, be aware of toxic positivity. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into episode 1 of the Four Stooges.
Once again, I'm locked in. I just crossed another nigga over, tell him guard up. Double tap the button up on the key, the car gon' start up. I lost some members of the early